What follows is a short demo of Talent Analytics for Salesforce. Talent Analytics for Salesforce is available on Salesforce's App Exchange today for download. Within a few minutes, it installs right inside your organization's instance of Salesforce.com. It solves a problem almost every single person on a sales team has, and that problem is finding a way to collaborate, coach, mentor, or connect with folks on your sales team that are all working together for a common goal. Customized collaboration and coaching isn't just a nice to have anymore, it's a have to have, particularly for managers looking to coach and mentor their sales teams. Talent Analytics for Salesforce makes it easy to gather this information from right inside of Salesforce. Let's show you how it works. To begin with, the manager logs into Salesforce just like they normally would. Note that there's really no additional passwords or logins to remember. This is all natively happening inside of Salesforce.com. You'll notice that Talent Analytics has a pull-down menu here. Talent Analytics for Salesforce will automatically put a listing here of every single salesperson who has a Salesforce.com login. Talent Analytics for Salesforce will note the status right over here of whether or not Salesforce has gathered their Talent Analytics or not, making it very simple for you to know their status. The sales reps on the first page of this list have already completed their Talent Analytics questionnaire. Each of these reps has customized coaching, collaboration, and mentoring information directly inside of their record. Let me show you what this information looks like, then I'll come back and show you how easy it is to create. Let's take a look at Kurt Old here. Kurt Old has already completed his questionnaire. We see this as a status. His personal coaching information is contained in his record. There are 8 categories of information that are contained about Kurt that will help any manager and truly anyone else in Kurt's sales team connect and collaborate more effectively with him. Things like an executive overview about Kurt, tips for communicating with him, Kurt's strengths in general, his ideal learning environment, which might be very helpful for sales trainers, an optimal work environment, so you can sort of measure this compared to candidates that you're considering, tips for managing, motivating, and performance flags. So these 8 categories of information about Kurt give you specific information about how to connect and collaborate and coach him. Historically, managers and human resources has really been the only ones that can see kind of these old school assessment information, which is a real shame, as it can be extremely useful to the rest of the sales team like marketing or engineers or inside or outside or channel sales, all working together for a common goal. Everybody wants to hit the ground running and avoid inadvertent errors in communication. Talent Analytics makes it very easy to give permissions to anyone in your organization with a Salesforce login to also learn the best way to connect and collaborate with Kurt. You'll note the extremely useful categories listed here. All the categories are very practical. They're easy to read, they're easy to understand, and they're directly relevant to a business environment. And just as importantly, this information is gathered and displayed directly inside of Salesforce.com, right where you need it. No other solution in the world provides this type of people information displayed natively inside of Salesforce.com. Note that you also have complete control over which categories to display for whom. As an example, you might decide that performance flags are ones that you want to display just for the sales manager. Maybe everybody in your organization would like to share an executive overview and tips for communicating. This is a nice advance over older solutions that deliver, again, the single-page PDF report in another application that only one person can read. This is much more of a social enterprise. Why not share this extraordinary information with a team that all wants to compete together and beat their numbers? Let's show you how easy it is to collect Talent Analytics information. The sales manager in this example wants to invite a specific person. Let's say maybe it's a job candidate or somebody that's new on their team. So they locate the person who is incomplete. We happen to know that the person's name is Sandy Hurricane. They're one of the last people that was added here. So we're gonna look at Sandy Hurricane. And let's just go ahead and take a look at what her record looks like to begin with. They notice that there's no information in here at all. Ask Sandy, to just be invited and send Sandy a Talent Analytics invitation. We note that the system comes back and says that an invitation was successfully sent. At this point, Sandy receives an email from whoever is inviting her. She'll click on a link that is in the email she receives and will complete a short 23-minute questionnaire. Once she's complete, her results will immediately become available. Yes, I said immediately available. Our sophisticated algorithms calculate and post the results in Salesforce immediately. There's no waiting for scoring at all. I'm going to click on this link called Refresh Content to see if she's completed her results, and as soon as they're in, you, the manager, or you, the person that's working on the team, will see them refreshed immediately. This is literally how fast this happens. If you're not saying wow at this point, you really should be, because this is a really big deal. Many customers enable the sales rep themselves to see their own results as well, which is a huge bonus and a nice thank you for completing it. Many sales managers also share their own results with their team and with other teams like marketing, so that cross-functional teams can learn to connect and collaborate to make up for less in-person meetings and less time to truly get to know someone in person. This was, and I think you can't argue with me, extremely fast. It was reliable, and all within Salesforce.com. There is truly no reason to continue using sales assessments outside of Salesforce.com anymore. As you've seen in Talent Analytics for Salesforce, information is automatically in sync with your current sales team. If somebody leaves your organization and you delete them out of Salesforce.com, their Talent Analytics for Salesforce will no longer be seen. You don't have to log out of one system and onto another in order to get access to this data. Talent Analytics for Salesforce makes it easy to enable others on the greater sales team to learn how to connect and collaborate, which is truly a social solution. You want to stay in your critical sales application, Salesforce.com. And if you're new to Salesforce.com, you'll realize that you can actually very quickly populate your new Salesforce.com application with people data even more easily than you can populate it with sales information, which is a huge benefit. As a next step, what we recommend is the following. Connect with us to register for your free 30-day trial of Talent Analytics for Salesforce. It is absolutely free. There are no strings attached. The phone number will be listed on this slide. And as a second step, we recommend that you may want to watch our demo part 2 of Talent Analytics for Salesforce, which explains how you can use talent analytics information to help model top performers, create customized benchmarks for your organization, and predict the roles where your job candidates and existing employees will be most successful. Yes, we said you can use our data to help predict top performers. Good selling, and thank you for watching.